Hello Techie, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. Before going to start, I want to thank you all for all your love and support to subscribe my channel. If you first time came to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon. I want to teach you the Python as the faster way as possible and more practical way. Today I am going to cover the exception. So what is exception? An exception is an event which occurs during the execution of a program that disturb the normal flow of the program instruction. In general, when a Python script encounters a situation that it cannot copy with, it raises an exception. When a Python script raises an exception, it must either handle the exception immediately, otherwise it will terminate and quits. Right? There are basically two kinds of error. One is the syntax error and other one is the exception. First one, the syntax error, and second one is the exception. Okay, so what is syntax error? Syntax error, also known as parsing error, are perhaps the most common kind of complaint you get while you are still learning Python. Okay, let's go with the example. What is syntax error? First one, syntax errors. Okay, just like example, while true print hello Python. Right? When you are going to run, then see what will happen. Right? It will give syntax error, right? Invalid syntax. How we are going to resolve? We are going to use colon, and when you are going to run, it will give you infinite loop with hello Python, right? To click on the red, stop exception, right? Now we are going to show second one, exception. Let's remove first. Second one, exception. Okay, even if a statement or exception is syntactically correct, it may cause an error when an attempt is made to execute it, right? Error detected during execution are called exception and are not unconditionally fatal. Let's go with the example. 10 multiplied by 1 divided by 0. Let's run. Right? 0 division error. It is 0 division error. Right? Now go with another example. 4 plus spam multiplied by 3. Let's run and see. Name error. Right? This is name error. Let's go with another example. 2 plus 2. Let's run and see what kind of error we are getting. Type error. Okay, this is type error, right? Now we get the exception, right? Now how we are going to handle the exception? It is possible to write program that handle selected exception, right? If you have some suspicious code that may raise an exception, you can defend your program by placing the suspicious code in a try block. After the try block, include a except statement followed by block of code while handle the program as elegantly as possible. Okay, we have try. Okay, let's remove first this one. How we are going to handle the exception? What we have? We have try block. Try blocks. What the try blocks will do? Basically, let's you test a block of code for error. Test a block of code for error. Okay. Second one, except. What is except will do? Except basically is lets you handle the error. Except block lets you handle the error. Okay. What is third one? Finally, What the finally block will do? Lets you execute the code regardless of the result of the try and except block. Finally block lets you execute the code regardless of the result of the try and except block. Okay, how we are going to handle the exception? 3-way: text, except, and finally. Right, now we'll go one by one all of them. So when an error occurs, an exception we can call it, right? Python will normally stop and generate an error message. This exception can handle using the try statement, a try block. Okay, let's go with the example. Try enter print x except colon print and exception occur. Okay, what happened? X is not defined, right? Then if you are not going to use except and try, then what will happen? It will say X is not defined. Now we are using exception, right? Then it will say okay, an exception occur. Let's run and see. Right, an exception occur. This is clear. Since the try block raise an error, the except block, this block will be executed, right? Without the try block, the program will crash and raise an error. See what I'm trying to say? If you are going to remove this one and use only print x. Now if you are going to run, then what will happen? It will say name error, name x is not defined, right? It is basically the program is crash, right? Now we'll go with another example. A equal to 1, 2, 3. Right? Now use try print a of 1 except index error and print an error occur. Okay, let's run and see what will happen. 2 is defined, right? 2 is printed, right? 0 is 1, 2 is 2 and 3 is 3. Now what will happen if we are going to, instead of 1 we are going to pass 4? Then basically what will happen? It will say index out of bound, right? If you are not going to handle, but yes, we handle the index error, then it will print an error occurs, right? Let's run and see. Right, an error occurs. Now we are going to remove this one and see A 4. Now if you are going to print this one, then it will say index out of array, what I said right now, right? See, list index out of array. This is clear now. A try statement can have more than one except clause to specify handle for different exception. Okay, let's go with the example. Let's remove first. Basically, you can define in many exception blocks as you want. If you want to execute a special block of code for a special kind of errors, try print x except the first one is name error, print variable is not defined. Okay, except print something else is wrong. Okay, let's run and see. Okay, what is saying? Name error, right? Because x is not defined here. Then it will come to accept name error and will print variable is not defined, right? Now we'll go with another example. Let's remove all. Try a equal to 3 if a less than 4, b equal to a divided by a minus 3. Okay, and print the value of b equal to b. Now go with except block. Okay, and except we are going to pass two kind of except: 0 division error okay, and second one is the name error. Now we are going to print yes occurs and handle. Yes occur and handle. Okay, let's run and see what will happen here. This errors occur and handle. What will happen here? In this a less equal to 4, right? First a is equal to 3. Then what will happen? It will come to if blocks. Is 3 is greater than 4? Less than equal to 4? That is 2, right? Then it will come to here. What will happen here? What's the value of a? 3, right? Divided by 4 minus 3 minus 3, right? 3 minus 3. Then what will happen? Equal to 3 divided by 0. What the exception will come here? 0 division error, right? Right, then what will happen? It will cast to 0 division error, and then it will print errors occurs and handle, right? And second one, if you are not going to define b, right, then it will also come to here, okay, name error, right? Just like if I am going to type d equal to c divided by 5, and you are not going to define c here, right? But you are using C, right? Just like you see it here, if the mouse over, then it is coming, right? C is red one, right? Then it will come to name error, and it will catch it here. Errors occur, handle, and errors occur and handle, right? If you are going to comment this one, and then going to run, then it will catch it here also. Just run and see, right? Error occurs and handle, because it will come as a name error, not as a 0 division error. Because 0 division will come to here only, right? Because 3 is going to divide by 0, right? This is clear now. Now we'll go with the else. You can use the else keyword to define a block of code to be executed if no errors were raised. Let's go with the example. First remove this one. Try print hello, okay, and accept print something went wrong. Okay, else print nothing went wrong. Okay, let's run and see what will happen. It will say hello, okay, there are no exception is there, then it will bring something went wrong, right? Now if you are going to use something like that, a 1 divided print 1 divided by 0, right? Then something went wrong, right? Went wrong. Let's run and see. Yes, right. Hello, and something went wrong because the exception will come here, right? Zero division error. Zero division error. Okay, this is clear now. Now we'll go with the finally block. The finally block, if specified, will be executed regardless if the try block raise an error or not. Okay, let's go with the, let's move first and check with the finally block. Try print x except print something went wrong. Okay, and finally, in any condition finally block will execute. Print the try except is finished. Okay, then what will happen? X is not defined, right? That is name error, right? Then it will come to here, right? What it will print? It will print something went wrong, and then finally it will come to here, right? Then it will print that try except is finished, right? In any condition that finally will execute. Okay, let's run and see, right? Something went wrong, right? Because exception come here and because of name error. Okay, and finally will execute always. Execute. Okay, let's go with another example. Let's move first. Try k equal to 5 divided by 0. Print k except 0 division error. Print can't divide 0. Okay, finally print this is always executed. Okay, let's run and see what will happen. First it will come to here, right, in the try block. Then 5 divided by 0, right? Then it will say okay, 0 division error, right? Then it will print first can't divide by 0, and after that it will come to finally and it will print this is always executed, right? Let's run and see it, right? Can't divided by 0 and this is always executed, right? Now we'll go with raising an exception. How we are going to raise an exception? Raise an exception. Okay, what is that? As a Python developer, you can choose to throw an exception if a condition occurs. Okay, to throw an exception, we have to use the raise keyword. Let's go with the example. X equal to -1. If x less than 0, then raise exception. Sorry, no number below 0. Okay, the raise keyword is used to raise an exception, this raise keyword. Okay, let's run and see, right? Exception is coming, sorry no number below 0. Okay, you can define what kind of error to raise. The next to print the users. Okay, let's go with another example. X equal to hello. If not type of x is ent integer, raise type error. only integers allow. Okay, let's run and see. Right, type error, only integers are allowed. Okay, let's go with another example. Let's remove first. Basically, the range statement allows the programmer to force a specified condition to occur. Okay, try erase name error. Hello Python. Accept name error. Print an exception. Erase. Okay, let's run and see. Okay, what is saying? Name error hello Python, right? And after that he's saying print an exception, right? This is clear now. For today, that's it. So thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to post more and more video on daily basis. So if you want to watch my video in future, just subscribe in below bell icon with all. He will notify you when my new video will come. And please don't forget to like and share. We will meet once again in new video with new